Welcome to the Journeyman Cave, a podcast where we meet and chat with some of boxing's most seasoned road warriors, hosted by Mark Shakespeare and Chris Scarfe.
Welcome back to the Journeyman Cave, everybody. With me as always, Mr. Shakespeare. How are we doing?
Yes, we're all right, mate. We're here today, aren't we?
Yeah, we're smiling because this is episode 12. I don't know if anybody noticed. Last episode I said it was episode 12 as well, didn't I?
You most certainly did. I'm sure...
Nobody pulled me up on it. Nobody's noticed yet, so...
Well,
anyway.
they do now. I won't let you get away with that one, would I?
Who we got this week, mate?
We have got Reiss, Showy Taylor this week, mate.
Showy. We went on location for this one.
Yes. We apologise to listeners that the quality might not be as great as the other ones. But
No, we went down to Birmingham, didn't we, to see Showy, and we were in this hotel, and we thought, well, hotel bar's pretty steady, you know. There was partition, weren't there? And you said, you know, sit behind there. There's a table. Happy days. A bit of background noise. I'm not hurt, and I'm not kidding. As soon as we pressed record, there were a chuffy wedding party, weren't there? There's kids running about, they're playing hide and seek, and God knows what else. And so I know Ryan and, particularly Ryan's spent a lot of time on this. So it'll not be up to the usual standards, you know, you'll probably hear things in back than that. But I think, you know, once you get listening to it, I think it's same as just being in anywhere else, having a chat in it. So
yeah, definitely, mate. And it gives another excuse to go see Showy in the future if we need to.
It does. Yeah, we'll have to go and see him again anyway. I enjoyed meeting Showy. Really nice kid. And, I mean, I don't know if you want to mention about his career. I mean, what sort of career he had?
Well, he's still going now, isn't he? Like, he's on to his 15 or 16 fights now. Only ever been stopped twice. And to be fair, to say he's about what? He's only about 4'7", is he? 4'8", something like that.
Smallest man in boxing.
Yeah, he most certainly is. Very interesting story in its own. And he's defying all the odds, isn't he, really, to be that small and doing what he's doing and going up against all these prospects week in, week out. And I've got no but respect for the guy. And when we had a chance to go down and see him, it was just worth it, wasn't it? And,
yeah, it was.
You know, you live and you learn, don't you, mate? Yeah. And like you said, we did it in an hotel bar. But like you said, I think once they start listening, people will be fine with it. And it's a great interview because we're also a decent little footballer here, didn't we, as well?
He had a football career when he was a younger lad. But like you said, lesson learned to Ryan Jim. We'll not do this to you again. We'll be a bit more careful next time. But, let's go and check it out, shall we?
Yeah, and I'm sorry about that, Showy, mate, but we'll come and see you again soon.
We shall. Right. Afternoon, everybody.
Yeah.
We're here in Birmingham with Mr. Reiss Showy Taylor. Something a bit different this week because we've made the trip, haven't we, Shecky, down to Brum?
Yeah.
It's his first road trip to come and see you, Showy, and we've decided to do it probably against our editor's best wishes. I think he might throttle us, but we're going to do it in the hotel bar, which we all love a hotel bar. I do.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, great to meet you, Showy.
Great to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
No problem.
I mean, I suppose I best ask the first thing. Checky always tells me a little bit about the fighters that we speak to. And I suppose the bit that I remember him telling me is the smallest man in boxing.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yeah. So I turned pro, I think it was 2017. But then I didn't realise at the time that I was also making history as the shortest boxer in the UK. So it made a big storyline. But me, I was just seeing it as either way. I just loved the game sport of boxing, but I didn't realise that I'd be making history at the same time.
Yeah, Brilliant,
mate. Yeah. So before we go back to your boxing, you brought up in Birmingham then, mate?
Yeah, I was brought up in Birmingham, a place called Warden, and that's where, at first, growing up and stuff, I was playing. I loved football. I was also doing a sport called Muay Thai. So you don't just use your fists, you use your elbows. For people who are not sure, your elbows, your knees, and your feet. I was doing that. I won the area title. And I won an English title, but at the same time, because I was playing football and then I got scouted for Villa, I gave up the Muay Thai, and then I pursued the football, and then I was at Villa from 8 until 16.
I must admit, I never really heard of Muay Thai, to be fair.
I've heard of it.
Just on me, mate.
Not much. So, how old were you when you signed for Villa?
I was 8.
8. You get young.
I know. I was 8. I was 8 years old when my mum said to me, "There's 3 options. You can either go to West Brom, Coventry, or Aston Villa." But at that time, even now, I'd still say Villa are
I think we all would.
the Midlands team. So
Nothing against anyone else.
Controversial, that, innit, mate? You know, especially around these areas.
I mean, we drove past the Oakway here, and it is still an impressive stadium.
I mean, it's.
You're even more impressive when we bet on 1-0 in Premier League, wasn't it?
but yeah, at that minute, that's when I decided to go to Villa, and I was there 8 up until 16.
All right. That's a while.
And is it a bit like that then when you get to a certain age? So like you'll get to, I hear these stories like we do at Barnsley. So like you'll start when you're about 8 or 9, they'll scout you. You know, you'll go through youth system, and then all of a sudden it's just like a big blow to you. They'll get to a certain age and say, right, we're letting you go. Is that how it happened?
Well, to me, I'd have to agree with you. I would say technically it is kind of like that. They'll keep some, don't get me wrong, but majority is like they'll keep who they want to keep and let go who they want to go. And I was upset, but I see it as I might not have met you guys, and I probably wouldn't have ended up, you know, getting into my boxing, if that makes sense. So I suppose everything happens for a reason.
Well, certainly does, mate, yeah. So when did you start, you then get into the boxing, like, you know?
I was pursuing football still up until 20, after being released by Villa. And then...
Where did you go for, what were you doing football-wise then after Villa?
After Villa, I was doing semi-pro at teams called Sutton Coldfield, Ramulus. I went on trials for Coventry, Warsaw, a few other semi-pro teams. But then I thought, you know what? I used to do Muay Thai, but let me try boxing. And I literally went on Google, searched up the closest gyms. The first one, place called Small Heath Boxing Club at Benson. That was the first boxing gym I ever went to, and the rest was history, so to speak. So that's literally what. And then from then, I just thought.
Are you still at that gym now?
No. I actually never boxed for Paddy's gym. I was just there training. And then the first gym I officially boxed for was an amateur gym called Windmill ABC in Smethwick. So that was the first one. It gave me an opportunity to box for them. And and then I went to a gym called Aston Agency. Don Broder, she used to have him. I'm friends with Don Broder. That's on Facebook, That's the same gym.
Guy.
That's the same gym Don Broder was at. Another kid called Raza Hamza, who's signed with Frank Warren. So there's a few decent fighters that came out of Aston Agency, and then that's where I won the national title at York or Bethnal Green.
Wow, what a place to do it, mate, though, eh? That must have been amazing, that.
As much as it's a small place, York Hall, it's just, I can't explain it. It's got that special. When you go there, you can feel that there's a lot of history. You can feel there's a lot of history behind that place without a shadow.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been, but they say it's just like, you're really intense and just feel like you're involved, you know. And I can understand that.
Intimate.
You can just feel there's a lot of presence behind them.
Have you ever been to a gym next to a boxing ring when they're doing sparring and all like that? And you can just feel the power off.
Yeah.
You can virtually just feel. Yeah. You know. And they're still obviously I've been to York Hall, I can't, but it's an amazing place, Showy. What a place to win it, that is, Showy. And, say just virtually, you can just feel the atmosphere and you feel part of it there. And it might be old, but it's a great place for boxing.
Man, honestly, it's just special. It's special, very special place.
What you won the national title?
I won the national title.
How long did it take you before you got that chance then?
When you say how long, do you mean how
many fights or
Guess what? I only had 12 amateurs.
All right.
Oh, we've got a show off here, haven't we? We're only joking, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Before we get that money,
12 fights, and then I think I had 2 weeks' notice to win it, and made the weight. It was a 49 kg to 51 kg barrier, so I had to make that. Otherwise, my coach wasn't going to put me in. But in a way, it's good because he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
I made the weight, and by God's grace, I won the national.
Who did you fight?
Oh, do you know what? I can't remember the kid's name now.
We should be doing our research here, Shakespeare.
Can't do everything, mate, can we? I love them stories, though, mate. 2 weeks' notice, 12 fights.
I can't remember the kid's name, but I just remember I felt pressure because I was, in a sense, I was thinking, I'm not going to make the weight, but I just knuckled down, got on with it, and made the weight.
It sounds like your parents are, your mum and that's been good to you as well, they've supported you and stuff as well, which is massively
definitely.
important.
It was nice to have my mum and that when I won the nationals as well. It was nice, and I made sure I've got it on USB so I can always watch it back.
Obviously.
Excellent.
I wasn't going to do it, but then my friend says,
No, you've got
get
to.
it,
Yeah.
buy it, because that's history and that's what made me say, you know what? Very true.
They will never take that away from you.
No,
mate. That's some achievement, that is.
No.
Most certainly.
Absolutely.
So how old were you then at that time?
That's 2015. That was 7 years ago now.
right.
Yeah, that was 7, so...
You're 31 now, aren't you,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so it's like a decent...
24.
So the next step after the title then, what happens then?
Fast forward, I had a few more fights. The next year, I went to the championships again. I lost in I think it was the quarterfinals. But I already had in my mind, because now in the amateurs, it was no head guards, was it?
Mm-hmm. All right.
At that time, obviously 18 and above amateurs, now there's no head. So I said to myself, what's the point in continuing to fight amateur with no head guards and that get paid? So once I lost in the championships, that's when I made the conscious decision to turn over. And that's when I went to my first professional gym, which was Eastside. Eastside boxing gym with McCracken.
McCracken?
Yeah, and it was with Spencer McCracken, Soggy,
Yeah.
Jumpeg.
Yes.
And Jumpeg was my manager and stuff. Yeah.
So that's good then, mate. So like it says, so far we've had 20 fights, mate, haven't we?
In pro, since turning pro.
Since turning pro, yeah. One of the names that stood out for me, who I do like, and you lost to him, but I think he's from around this area actually, Ben Norman.
Leicester boy.
Leicester boy.
Yeah,
not too far, you know.
You'd say
It's all south, isn't it, shit?
You'd say he's...
If you get past Junction 37, I'm lost.
You'd say he's like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30, so it's probably like maybe Barnsley in Manchester.
Yeah.
So it's nowhere near each other, really.
No, but it's still Midlands. I'll let you have it. It's still Midlands.
Yeah.
So anyway, kind of...
So yeah, Ben Norman, what was that fight like?
We fought twice.
Yeah.
So Ben, tricky. He waits. He likes to watch. He's a slow starter, but once he gets off, Ben Norman quite tricky. He knows what he's doing around the ring. Very skillful as well. So that's what I remember when fighting Ben Norman. He likes to be patient, and then he will build up gradually. So to be fair, I enjoyed the fight.
Aren't you just one central area?
Yes.
I think he has, haven't he? Him and Joe Ducker running at the same time, haven't they?
Was it yeah, he fought.
Well, not a central area, it's the...
Isn't it the cup? Didn't he win the Midlands?
Midlands. That is our equivalent. You've got your central area, your Midlands, your southern.
Sorry, he won the Midlands.
So
just
I keep forgetting, they are him. First time I've come over here, Showy, so I apologise. He's won the... So Ben Norman, obviously with Joe Ducker, have just won our version of the central area title. Which is no mean feat. I love that belt. I mentioned that in a few ones as well.
Yeah, won the Midlands title.
Yeah, it's great to see that. Like. I wanted to talk, like you said, about Ben, what you thought about him and stuff.
Nice lad as well. He's a nice lad, I think. And to be honest, I'm not surprised he won the Midlands title because he's got the talent. Evidently, he's got the talent. Hence the reason he's won the title.
Yeah. Stopped once, mate.
Pardon?
Stopped once.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It's annoying because that was I think it was my second fight bout.
Can I just stop you? Every time I say it to everybody, when I come on to every journeyman, I always stick about who they're being stopped by. And you know, every time it's the frustration. People
time.
don't realise.
Every time.
People don't realise in the journeyman that it's just it should not be stopped. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I bring.
No. I'm not annoyed with you. I'm annoyed with myself.
Everybody always is.
Yeah.
That was when I was starting to be a home fighter as well.
Yeah.
I
didn't know you were in the home
That's
corner.
when I was starting to be a home fighter until I transitioned. I was beating him. I was throwing a lot of shots. I went too fast, but then he's caught me. But when I was dominating the fight. But when he's caught me, I've got up way too quick. And you know, in boxing, if you get if you get dropped, you should never get up too quick, because I've got straight back up, and then my legs have went. So then it's like my equilibrium's gone off, and that's when the refs start to, in my head, because after it, I'm like, nah. In my head, it shouldn't have been stopped. But then I watched it back. You understand? Because my legs have gone, haven't they? And then the refs, my coach is throwing. The coach at the time, Spencer's throwing the, he's throwing the towel. But that's what annoyed me. If I got caught, that was experience though. If I was experienced more at that time, but to stay down a few more seconds, then got back up. So that's what it was. I don't mind getting caught, it's boxing, but I'm annoyed that I got back up too soon.
Yeah. Learning curve. Yeah. Not happened since then.
No, mate. And then we'll flick forward and we'll give you a bit of credit backwards. One stoppage.
Yeah, Paul, what's his name now? Jack Smith.
Okay.
I think it was Jack.
Oh, sorry, that was brought my chair.
I think it was Jack. Yeah, it was a good fight. He was being patient, but I said to him, I've come out. I had a box on, the ref checked it. He's told me to go back in and change it because he said it's one, because it's not the massive one.
Right.
Done that, so then my adrenaline's already going or whatever. Spence, we've just put on any boxes to get back out.
Yeah.
We've come back out now. First round, I've been a bit patient. I had a little look at him as he's trying to be patient as well. Second round, coach has just said to me, let's go. I said to him, I'm going to put it on him now anyway. Second round, I believe.
Yeah.
Second round.
Yeah, I know it is.
Second round, I've been patient, weighing him up. But something said to me, I said to myself a day or so before, I'm going to knock you out. I don't know what told me that, but that's what happened. And then just weighing him up, and then I just caught him a treat. And then obviously the ref said go to my corner, and then he's tried to get back up, but he didn't. I don't think he'll fall after.
All right.
You see, I am shocking with names, and I shouldn't be really doing this, but second round, I've tried looking for that fight, but it must have been nice to get that first KO on.
Have you not got it? Have you not seen it?
I have not seen it.
Oh,
no.
sure. I think I've got it at home somewhere.
My son's 7 years old. He can run YouTube better than I can.
Oh.
I think anybody can, to be fair.
What's his name?
George.
Oh, bless.
He usually type things in. He's got his own, he's got Dawn, obviously wife's account Dawn, and he goes on it and he's, God knows what the what's, mate. But also, you type me this in, John, you'll type it in for me. It's better than me, to be fair. Oh, yeah.
I've got it on CD as well.
Send us a copy, mate.
CDs, remember them?
Eric, what's his name? I think he's retired now. Eric Guy? A guy called Eric Guy that used to video a lot of...
Right, I don't know him, no.
Yeah, if you look him up, I think 30 years or something in the boxing.
Nice one.
So that's how I got that anyway, because I thought, I don't know how else I'm going to get it.
Well, you've got it, mate. I'll try and look it up. I will get our George to look for me on YouTube.
The video is on socials, but I'll get somebody to send it.
Yeah, or just send me on... I am on Messenger, that's about as far as I go. Scarfe runs Instagram page.
Okay, absolutely.
But yeah, it'd be good to watch that, mate, definitely.
I think the one I like to always ask, because I don't know people's record as well as Shakespeare, but hardest fight, was it the one where you got stopped? Or...
No.
I didn't think it would be.
No, because I was boxing great until I got caught. I was too quick though. I was rushing my work. I should have been a lot more patient. Hardest fight. Woo! It's got to be the debut.
Yeah.
Me versus Casey Kademi. Got the call from John Pegg on the Tuesday, fought him on the Saturday.
Yeah.
And it was grueling, man. That's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Grueling fight. Grueling fight. I don't think he expected it to be that hard on his debut either. Because
Well, both on debut.
Fast forward, yeah.
Right.
Fast forward, he's fought for the British titles and everything. So he's still around, yeah. First round, because he's bloody. We must have. I think I've caught him with one with cash tens, and he's bloody everywhere. It was an absolute war.
Well, that local then? Will that round here? Or?
Local.
You look again.
Surprise, yeah, local.
That's just to show you alkali.
That's it.
All that way, really.
Local. Again, mate, that was I'll never forget that fight because afterwards, we've gone back in the changing rooms, me and my coach, and I'm just holding his back because I'm trying to keep up. Because that fight was like, welcome to the pro game. I don't think I've had a harder. I'm trying to think, if I can think of another one, I'll let you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But so far, that's the same, my debut.
What a great place to do it, though, mate. Like you said, I bet fans will not forget that, you know. They all, because they are boxing fans.
Bloodshed, it was a war, mate.
It's a good introduction to pro fighting.
It was both debuts. I got the call Tuesday, fought him on the Saturday.
Brilliant.
Oh.
So we're just now, we've had a little break, haven't we? We've had about 4 fights this year, is it you've had? And you've been out for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, from the last fight I had was April.
Yes, I thought that.
So 4 months out.
So we're moving forward a little bit now then. So last time I spoke to you, you'd just done your scan, the medical? Went okay, did it, mate?
Everything's gone well.
Apart from that glass.
Yeah. Everything went well. So I've said to my manager, who's Errol Johnson now at BCB.
I'm going to ask you, your manager, what?
Yeah, and I'm looking September now.
Yeah.
I'm looking September to just
Well, we will try. I always say this. We said this to Jake Bray and we had Jake Bray on. Like you said, we don't get any money for doing this, but we do try and come and see you if possible. And if you're fighting anywhere around the area, we'll try and see you. We'll try and get as goals to see you, Jake Bray, and Ali Matthews.
appreciate it. Mr. Harry, yeah.
Oh, we are not. He's the guy who said Ali's a great guy. You were a character. Scarfe coming half an hour late for that interview.
I was late for that one.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you guys were waiting half an hour?
No, I did the interview with this guy for half an hour. Me and Ali chat on as
We had
well.
Harry in, and I was late for reasons, and I will never live it down, apparently. So I missed half the interview. I walked in thinking they were waiting for me. Turns out they're halfway through
And
it.
they're getting on with it.
I could have just stayed. I could have just gone home. Should have just gone home.
No, you
to
meant
it,
it when you come in and you crack your first can open.
Kind of tango.
yeah, we all believe that. Had he good into his second Stella? At least Showy is an athlete here.
I try.
Yeah. So hoping for September then, mate.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Fingers
I
crossed, September, back out.
I've had to do a brain scan.
So every year we have to do MRI.
Uh-huh.
MRI, make sure there's no damage on the brain. We have to do our bloods, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, no HIV, and yeah. So that's all been done.
I've had a few lads moaning saying it's doubled in price.
Thankfully for me, I went just before the changeover. The changeover was the 17th of July. I messaged the lady that saw the medicals out just before, so I went just before the changeover.
Wow.
It's a big rise from 300 to 600, I think.
I think it's 595. Well, more or less. You might as well, but you might as well say
It's a fact.
600. Plus, if you're gonna add having to get your glasses done, eyes done as well, which is another 25 quid. So you might as well say 630.
Yeah.
You might as well say 620, 630. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully something can be done, and it can reach a deal where it benefits everyone.
Yeah, I really hope so. Because the main thing is, you guys need looking after. The main thing is, you can't put a price on your health, pal. Can you? And if we have to pay it, you know...
Just get on with it.
Exactly.
It's just that leap, though, isn't it? It's the same with energy prices and everything now. You know, it's not even a gradual increase. It's just thrown at you.
But the thing is, it's £600 now just for the brain scan. That doesn't even include
Oh, right.
your bloods.
Oh, right.
Whereas before, the bloods, your brain scan and everything was 510.
Right.
Now they're only doing the break 600 just for the scan.
Are you working, Showy?
Yeah, I do TAing.
Oh, nice. A bit like me then. Before I finished to be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah. Ah,
Yeah, I was a nursery TA.
Ah, bless you. How did you find it?
I loved it. I love kids. We had a bit of a struggle living our George, didn't we? And I didn't know if it was ever going to happen, so I packed in at Royal Mail, went and did my level 2 and level 3, became a childminder at our last school with nursery kids, loved every minute. And you were nice to have.
That's great.
And I got a bit of stick at that. I get a bit of stick now if I've been a stay-at-home dad. Yeah.
Oh, I'll give you a stick up, Dan.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying you don't get many mails.
So hold on, it's the missus, the breadwinner.
Oh, well, yeah. My missus is the boss.
Is she?
Hey, like we said, Showy, how long have you been married now?
3 months.
Make sure you do that. It's not long enough to forget.
Congratulations, mate.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I've done 13 years now.
Staying at home.
I've done 13 years marriage.
Okay, how long have you been?
I finished TAing when our George were born, so coming up to 8 years.
You know what? How I say it, how I see it is this: there's no wrong or right way for things to work.
Absolutely not.
It's whatever works for you. What might work for me might not work for you. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's whatever.
It works for them.
It's whatever works. You know what I mean? You're doing your part. She's doing.
And it is hard work, but you don't get many stay-at-home dads still now, and it's tough. It's not as easy as make out, and I do miss that wage. Like you said. But so what? We're TAing then? What school you're at, mate?
I'm at one called. It's a company called Smile.
Right.
Smile Education. So I branch off to different educational schools and look after kids with special needs.
Oh, do you know what? I can imagine that they really look up to you as well, Showy. Is that true?
Yeah, I
can just tell.
Do you think so? Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
I don't tell the kids what I do, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just get on with it because I just wanted to sort of. Not that I'm bothered if they know or anything, but it's just then there's a lot of hype around everything, isn't that? Whereas I just go in with a blank canvas. This is who I am, but by the grace of God, the kids, we get on and we've got a good relationship. But obviously, there's a line, isn't there? You've got to be fair, but yeah, that's the one.
Respect that. I like that. Mate.
Yeah.
Is there a certain age group you work with, or?
It fluctuates. So sometimes it could be 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, sometimes it can be primary school. So it all just depends. It fluctuates.
Great, mate. So how's married life? Come on. Early days, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I was early married.
It's so good, mate. It's so good. How I see it, and when people ask, I just say, I take each day as it comes, and don't put too much pressure.
And what's your lovely wife's name then?
Her name's Miles.
Yeah, we'll have to get a shout out. She needs a shout out.
Hello, lovely wife.
You're lucky. I don't think I did. Alright, Dawn. I'll give Dawn a shout out as well, just in case.
Yeah, hey, absolutely.
You've got to bring me Dawn sometime, though, haven't I?
Okay.
Actually, we're calling Mrs. Taylor now.
Mrs. Taylor?
Yeah,
That's it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Mrs. Alkali. You know, bob it in.
I'm forgetting she got my
Hang on a minute. Alkali.
Oh, yeah, good point. I said it wrong, haven't I?
I don't know. What is this?
It's just alkali, isn't it?
I just say alkaline sometimes because I'm vegan, so alkaline.
You're a vegan? I didn't know that, mate.
So the alkaline
I
is...
thought there was only one violent vegan.
Yeah, I thought there was only Connery was a violent vegan. Has he got all right then?
So the alkaline is literally because of water and just
That's
my
you.
diet.
I get you.
That's, yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah.
How'd you find it then, being a vegan?
To be honest now, mate, I just get on with it. To me now, it's nothing because there's a lot of places now that cater.
Oh, they do. They're getting so much better. Yeah.
When I first started, it was really hard. No, it was quite hard to find plant-based stuff, but now there's a lot more places that cater to vegans, so it's a lot easier now.
How many years have you been a vegan roundabout? A fair few years, Len. You have to be an exact date. It's good for a few years.
I would say from about 2018, 2019.
So you've seen a difference, even though it's only 4 years, you've seen a difference from then to now.
Oh, mate, absolutely, yeah.
See, I'm going to have to ask Lee Connolly, I said this interview. There's a little rumours going around that he likes beef crisps, you know.
That what?
Lee Connolly likes beef crisps.
Is it beef or bacon?
It's beef.
No, but I'll let it.
Come on.
If it's just the flavouring, and there's not, as long as there's not no.
It's only the flavouring he loves.
Because I love the prawn cocktail.
Yeah.
Crisp.
Yeah.
There's no fish.
I hope not.
So prawn cocktail, I've checked it. I've had a look at the back. Suitable for vegans.
Lee Connolly is safe.
It is, yeah. As far
That's
as
a
I'm aware.
rumour. I did speak to him, you know, the other day. I was at his gym.
As far as I'm aware, Lee's. Where's that gym based?
It's at Man of Boxing Gym in Sheffield.
Not too far from you.
No, I went to see him, you know, put a picture on, well, I set a picture of him on Instagram. Because I went to go see Carl Sampson. Well, I like Carl Sampson. He's just still on.
I know Carl. We thought I'm one of the same cards.
He knew you, mate, he knew you. Obviously, then we had we called it the past, the present, and the future, really.
Yeah,
because we had Cash Hussain there. What a legend he was, 119 fights.
Mate.
He's coming on the show very soon.
Cass.
Yes. And then we also had, obviously, Carl Sampson, it's his dad who runs the gym. Again, I'm rubbish with it. I think it might be Roger Sampson. I'm sorry, Carl, if I've got that wrong, and I'm sorry.
Did you get them guys audio or video done?
I haven't done them yet. We're going to do them in their ring separate.
We just went for a chat, didn't we?
I went for it. I always do with you, Showy, like you always say. I don't like to do an interview with anybody until I've met them, to make sure that I'm out for you guys, just like Scarfe is.
I'm the one that goes in blind.
Yeah, it's been cost me money to buy coffees and, you know, stuff like that.
And pints.
Yeah, it's cost me a lot already, actually. £8 off for two. It's not bad for Hilton Hotel. So we saw Cash Hussain. I went to see Cash Hussain, Carl Sampson, and the violent vegan himself, Lee Connolly.
Mr. Connolly.
And you know what? They made me feel very welcome. They were a great gym. It was buzzing. There were a lot of young, good talent in there.
You felt
It felt good.
It was
And
nice.
I took my wife in there, for the first time. I said, come on, come in. Like I just said to you about the feel of going close to the ring and feeling the punches. I took her and Dawn. And Dawn did say, she goes, yeah, I understand what you mean now.
About the...
You know, being near and you can virtually feel the punches when they're sparring. And
There's nothing like the boxing smeller either, is there? When you go into a gym and you just get that... You only understand if you go in there like yourselves or you box, you get that special boxing.
There's one thing I never do, I never say I know a lot about it because I've never been in that squared circle. I just scratch the surface, you know, but I respect you all guys, I love you all to bits.
Oh, thank you.
And when we do this and they come out, if one person listens to it, I'll be more than happy. It changes the view on what you all guys do. So moving forward from that then, Showy, September we're open to back out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you're happy with your manager? You're being looked after okay?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Vital, that, mate. So, any goals for the end of the year? All being well, touch wood.
You know what? Because I know, he probably don't know me, but shout out to another journeyman called Craig Derbyshire.
Yeah.
I see he's road warrior, but he won a he's won. I think he fought for the English or Drew.
We just bet that, I can't pronounce his name. Joe.
But a lot of people are saying he should have won it.
Yeah, but did he beat Joe Mustafa?
Yes.
For the English?
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
And Joe Mustafa had already beaten him once.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm friends with Joe on Facebook, and
yes,
I didn't think Craig was going to pull it off, but apparently he pulled it off quite well, and, you know, respect to him for that.
So that's why I'm motivated to say, even though I fight on the road, if there's a vacant Midlands title, why not? I fancy to give myself a little, you know, go for it, yeah.
I think you can do that, mate, and, you know, we will be behind you 100%.
I appreciate you guys, honestly. It's nice to have people on the journey with us.
Yeah, you get a bit of stick, mate, for doing it, but
I'm learning every week.
Yeah, I get a bit of stick saying that, yeah, because you get paid all the money, apparently, don't you? And you have to do any of the work. That's what I get told, bit by bit. Sponsor-wise,
Yeah.
got one?
Not at the minute.
No.
No.
How difficult is that? Do you spend
I mean-
much time on it? Or?
I'm thankful that because I work, so I make sure I pay my way, and I just get on with it and just save the money that I get paid from boxing as well.
And it is a catch-22, like I was going back then, I wasn't slagging people off with a good bit. It's all been in good fun. There's been no hard feelings.
So they've been bantering, saying
Bantering, that you get paid the money. But the thing is, like you just said there, for example, if you go back to the medicals, £600.
things like that.
If you've got a sponsor, it's going to get paid for you, innit? You don't have to worry. Now, we've got a local guy around us now called Callum Simpson. He's got a nice bit of support around him now. I wish him all the best going forward. He's a bit of a journeyman bounty hunter at the minute, actually, is Callum Simpson from Barnsley.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why, he's beating them up?
Yeah, he's knocking them out.
Oh, dear.
I actually ended up being in the corner with his last opponent, actually.
Oh, is that? Oh, that one. We need to talk about this, but not.
God.
Well, yeah. In fact, tell Showy all about it.
I got in contact with Farouk Sakor, because obviously I knew we were coming to Barnsley. And I knew we were fighting Callum. And I says to him, I messaged him saying, all right, Farouk, everything okay? He goes, will you meet me? So we arranged to meet in Barnsley. Well, a funny story, actually, because he said, I'm staying at the Holiday Inn. We've got Holiday Inn in Barnsley, haven't we?
Doddeth.
Above Doddeth.
Doddeth, yeah, in Barnsley.
So I rings him up, I get to Holiday Inn in Barnsley. All right, Farouk, I'm just downstairs now in the lounge when I come meet me. I'll come and see you, Mark. Oh, there 10 minutes, then we turned up. He says, I'm here. I says, no, you're not, Farouk, I'm here, sat here. Anyway, his English was okay. He's from Uganda and he's based in Amsterdam. And he put the receptionist on. So he goes, hi, I'm just speaking to you for Mr. Sakor, saying that I'm from the Stockport Hotel in Holiday Inn in Stockport.
Stockport, not Barnsley.
And obviously he wasn't there. But I'm terrible with names. I think it's Decor. And anyway, so moving on forward, I says, forget about that, Farouk. I won't forward to him. I says, when you get to the Metrodome tonight for your fight, I says, give me a ring and I'll come and support you and make sure everything's okay when you get it. Because Metrodome's, 5 minutes from my house, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I get a phone call at 5 o'clock. I'm here, Mark, so I went up. He comes out with this big sandwich. What a guy. You're a great guy, what a well. And you know what? You're a good fighter. And he had this big chicken sandwich. And I says, come on, go for a drink in lounge.
Is this just before his fight?
This were about a couple of hours before the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, first about 7. I'm making about 5:30, 5 o'clock. So anyway, I goes into the lounge and he said, just go on for it, what do you want? Just get me a juice. So I get a juice and I get a John Smith's in me, didn't I? Thinking I'll only be there for 10 minutes, shaking his hand. So I'm about to go and he says, are you staying? I says, no, I ain't got a ticket. He says, we're hoping to be water in corner. So I ended up going and doing his water in his corner for the night.
Listen.
You
was a nervous wreck when you
I'm most certainly was a nervous wreck. I still am now. So I'm hoping to get Johnny Musgrave to do me the pads because I think it might happen again when people... Because it hurts me that people haven't got anybody behind them.
So he was just in the corner just...
Well, he got knocked out in the first round by Callum.
He weren't there long.
Wasn't needed for the water, but I did have the need. But that's Callum now who's knocked his first 4 out. But Farouk himself...
Oh, so he can hit, can't he?
Yeah, but to be fair, Farouk is a good fighter. And, you don't go 8 rounds on Channel 5 with Shaq and Peters. And 4 rounds with Mark Efferon, if you're not knocking stuff.
Shaq, my friend.
Yeah, so
Mr. Peters.
he's doing okay and he's coming back. So, yeah, that was a bit of a funny story. I'm not sure anyone will like it, but yeah, that's how it happened. And I'm sure I got on telly with a pint. Well, I had a pint of John Smith while I virtually... He wanted me to just do his back for him because he had his muscles were tense in his back. So I took my shoes off and I'm stamping on his back while I'm doing a pint of John Smith in my hand.
I should have had a photo of that.
So who was his coach?
Oscar... Don't know his second name again. Memories like... I don't pretend to be a professional doing all the info. It was a guy called Oscar, great guy. He come and looked after him. But I expected him and a team around him, but he hadn't, and they just virtually come from Amsterdam, they stuck him at Stockport, and they just brought him across that day. And that's things like what you have to do, you journeymen, that people don't see. You know, they say, oh, well, they turn up and they get paid, we have to pay for them. And yeah, I can understand that side of the coin. But, you know,
the same.
It works both ways.
Exactly, so I understand what they're saying, but then on the other side, without us, how can you guys progress as well at the same time? So if you're going to say that about us, Road Warriors or Journeyman, what about you guys? Because you guys have got the backing, you guys have got the money behind you, you've got the sponsors behind you. Even if we think we've won 9 times out of 10, you'll probably get the decision.
Yeah.
So...
The 2 or 3 you've had before you've won, and
there's been quite a few where I've looked and thought, you know what? I thought I had that because there's been 1 or 2 fighters that I've fought who haven't fought since. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They haven't fought since. No.
So we're going to look out for this Midland area title going forward, shall we? So
fingers crossed. Yeah. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
I always say it, but we'll try and get there.
I would. Yeah. I mean, if you can, because I understand you guys are far out. But hey, if it's up somewhere up north.
Oh yeah,
you
definitely
guys, your Rotherhams, your Sheffields, Barnsley, man.
Absolutely.
You know, it'd be great.
We'll look after you, mate, if you're up there. Definitely.
I appreciate it.
Have you been to Barnsley?
I haven't.
You've not been to the Metrodome?
The closest place I've been by you was when I fought on Fight Zone, Dennis Hobson.
Yeah.
In Sheffield.
Alright.
So never been Barnsley. You by Blackpool? Are you guys by Black? How far is Barnsley to Blackpool?
Blackpool?
What's about an hour and a half, that?
Opposite.
That's Lancashire,
that's
that.
West Coast.
Oh, okay.
It's West Coast, that.
Yeah.
Never been Barnsley.
No, not many people have, mate. You see, we always do a journeyman, but we do, obviously, like it says, you'll see each series going forward, we like to give us local fighters a big up, don't we? And we've done a couple of interviews with Andy Townend, English champion, great guy. The Tank himself, Ben Wager, we've done. Love Ben Wager. Lives near me, not very far away. So we are mostly journeyman, but we do, like to give it a little bit of the
mix it up.
You've got to sometimes.
He'd love to mix it up more, but I don't let him.
You've got to sometimes, but not too much.
Yeah, but we
definitely want to focus on.
Yeah, most certainly have to focus on your guys. That's what we're here for. But it's nice to give us local fighters who, mostly themselves, have actually been in the away corner as well, even though they weren't journeymen. And, I respect what you do. I love everything you do, Showy.
I appreciate it, honestly.
And, I hope going forward, I'm glad you're fit and healthy. Yeah, we're back in September, touch wood. This probably won't be out for September.
No problem.
But, 2023. Let's hope the time this does come out, we've got to have a W at end, mate.
Fingers, absolutely. That's the aim going forward, and just crack on and hopefully continue keeping in contact with you guys. And it's nice to have somebody batting for us.
We're always here for you, mate. I say that to everybody. I say that to them all when I send a message. Anything you need, apart from money. We're always here.
I appreciate that.
And, we appreciate what you do. Like you said, we'll put you on the second series now. First series will be coming out, hopefully.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Well, I am determined to get this first series out for August.
Anything could happen between now and then.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and hopefully you guys just keep progressing and become better. And when I get my win, hopefully I'll come back and get my win and get back and speaking to you guys. Even though I'll speak to you guys regardless, but yeah.
I'm looking forward to following you, because this is the thing. I told you, I'm not the boxing fan as such, Mark is, but each person I meet now, and it's like, I'm going to be following you. I want to know you. I want you to do well, of course I do. And it's just interesting. I love doing this. I love speaking to you guys. And
but he's learning more. And we've been to a few shows, and obviously they'll go at bar and bring four Stellas back, like, so I have to go back to the bar again.
In plastic cups.
But
remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, was it?
Correct, lad.
Rome wasn't built in a day, so you always gonna, each day progress.
So before we let you go, Show, we've got any heroes who got you into boxing, any inspirations?
Oh, the first. Obviously, I used to watch boxing here and there anyway, but the fight that significant that made me say, you know what, I kick some ass as well, or get involved was David Hay versus Vladimir Klitschko. That fight, I don't know why, but that fight was the one that motivated me to get into boxing.
Great. That's good to have.
David Hay versus Vladimir.
What year was that?
Oh, a fair few
He's
years
testing
ago.
your knowledge.
He hurt his little toe, didn't he?
Allegedly. Allegedly. I swear it was 2012.
Maybe.
You know what?
About that area.
Far off. Yeah, I think it's something like that.
It wasn't too far off, but that was the fight that motivated me to get into boxing, and then from then I just fell in love with it, to be honest.
And who was your favourite fighter then? Is that your... You got a favourite fighter, Scarfe? I never asked you that. Oh, in serious one, never asked you.
There's a few I like, man. I liked Floyd Mayweather for his...
How dare you mention that name?
No, what I liked about him was...
I'm going to interview him one day, shit.
Never.
What I like, no, the reason why he didn't let the game milk him, if that makes sense, where usually you got a lot of boxers that retire, they're down and out, they're broke, or they go into drugs or stuff. Not judging, just saying that, whereas he flipped it and made a lot more, and he still is. So it's not so much in flashing the money, this is the way he went out and was still healthy and was able to accumulate.
Listen, the man is a genius, but I'm very bitter because he made my big hero, Diego Carrera's, look a fool. And I will never, ever forgive him. And
is that your hero?
Oh,
Diego?
I love him to bits.
Wow.
Yeah, I have. His signed glove is there at home.
Got a picture with him? Did you ever do it?
No. My mum and dad were actually in Vegas when he actually had his motorcycle accident and they rung me and told me, and I was absolutely heartbroken. And I'll tell you what, you will never find a better fighter than that Castillo fight.
Mate, I was just had him on. May Diego Carrera's rest in peace.
Yeah, great guy. I love him to bits.
May rest in peace, yeah.
And that's the only reason, that's very bitter, really. That's the only reason I don't like Floyd Mayweather, because he actually schooled him and he made him, and someone's had to go on that night.
I think the Gatti fight, the Gatti one was a more humiliation. The way, did you watch that one?
I most certainly did.
When Floyd Mayweather fought Toro Gatti.
Yeah, but we'll never interview Floyd Mayweather because I will never forgive him.
I'll do it on my own then.
Pernell Whitaker? You had Pernell Whitaker?
I most certainly have. Class guy.
You've got Pernell Whitaker. Who else is there?
Roy Jones in his prime.
Yeah, I must have forgot. Great. That was one of his songs. He looked great.
Yeah.
Roy Jones, in his time, he was...
I never forget when he fought that. Was it Kevin Kelly? What? Kevin Kelly, the featherweight?
No, that was who fought Prince Nassim.
Yeah, but the guy...
Kelly.
No, someone Kelly who Roy Jones fought. And it was someone Kelly, I can't remember his first name. I'm not sure if he was called Kevin Kelly as well, but again, for the 100th time, not the greatest of name, but I never forget that. I watched that live.
Kelly Pavlik?
No, it was someone Kelly, they called him. And he fought Roy Jones. And he knocked him out, and he leant back on the ropes when he was in his prime. And he leant back on his ropes, and he put his left arm behind his back. Leant on the ropes.
And come back.
And just knocked him out and sparked him with his right. And I thought, genius.
He was.
Brilliant.
Mate, he was just... It was brilliant. Roy Jones, when he was... Even when he's made history, hasn't he? The first middleweight to ever go to heavyweight.
Yeah.
And me personally...
He beat Ruiz, didn't he?
When he beat Ruiz, he probably should have retired because it would have been hard to blow all the way to heavyweight and then go back down to middleweight.
See, well, Calzaghe did that very well, didn't he? I mean,
Mr. Joe Calzaghe.
What a guy. I mean, 46-0. He did things the right way, and he gets a bit of beef. But what a record!
Do you think he gets the credit he deserves?
No, he doesn't. No, I don't think Carl Froch helps for that a little bit, does he? But I think that'd been a great fight between them both. What do you reckon? Who would you have picked?
Ooh. Froch has got the iron chin, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Iron chin, but skills, lateral movement, overall boxing IQ, I would have had to. I would have gave the edge to Joe Calzaghe.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
Froch would have tried to mold him and body him, But Kazak is too slick and cute with
I
us.
do agree with that, but that would
It would have been a good fight, though.
Yeah, he
It
loved
would
it.
have been a good fight.
He was desperate for that fight, on Froch. But he never happened. But I'd have lent to Kazak. What about you, Scarfe?
Yes.
So anyway, before we do cut this off then, who is your favourite boxer?
It's whether I'm talking to at this
Yeah,
current
go
time,
for that.
so it's Showy at this moment.
It's Showy.
It's Showy.
What a guy.
Thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to doing more with you guys. Hopefully we can do one visual one as well.
I'd love to do
That'd be
that.
amazing.
We'll definitely
Yeah,
get you
we'll
out
get
to Showy.
Jim. But you know what I mean? If Jim comes, we can do that, no problem whatsoever.
That'd be brilliant.
It's been an absolute pleasure to come out to Birmingham to see you.
And thank you for coming down, and it's great to meet the two of you guys.
Are you going to drink with before you go?
Why not?
I think it'd be rude not to. I think we can end that there, can't we, mate?
Yes, thank you, mate.
And muchly appreciated,
No,
and good luck going forward, my
Thank
friend.
you. Big up the journeyman.
Yes.
Okay.
Cheers, dude.
The Journeyman Cave is produced by Ryan Carrier. Music by Ryan Carrier. Special thanks to Rhythm Inc. Studios for hosting. All views expressed are of the guests only. The Journeyman Cave and hosts bear no responsibility for any opinions given. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at The Journeyman Cave.